Course 1, you know enough about areas of rectangles already. So let's call this review. Lesson 31, areas of rectangles. Mr. McGregor has a garden. Let's imagine 20 feet into the distance, 40 feet across from where I am. Perimeter means distance around. So perimeter of this would be 100 feet if I'm thinking that correctly. But what if we wanted to talk about, how much space is inside this garden? The only way really that is a good way to do that is to take your length and your width and multiply them to find how many square feet will be inside the garden. Alright, so to find area of a rectangle, you take length times width, 40 times 20. The area is the amount of surface enclosed by the sides. When you did perimeter, we just measured that in inches or centimeters, right? Distance measures, because that's a distance. This is not a distance. This is a measure of 2 dimensions. We would call area square units for its measure, for its units. Okay? Square centimeters you could write as a centimeters squared, or SQ stands for squared centimeters. Those are our labels for when we do area of closed figures, right? This is a centimeter, this is a square centimeter. A good way to visualize everything we're talking about right now is to actually block out what do the squares look like. I've got 12 of these feet across. Of these across, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on till 12, and 8 down. If I wanted to count up all of these, I would end up with whatever this is. 12 times 8. Okay, 12 times 8 comes to 96. There are 96 tiles, square units in here, or in this case, feet. So 96 square feet. Good so far. This one, 8 times 4 square centimeters. Area of a square is 100 square inches, so therefore what's the sides? Let's visualize this. Square, what do we know about squares as polygons? They are equal lengths and width, so all you need to know is one side, and you therefore know the area. Why? Because length and width are 2, therefore you can just know it's 2 squared, or 2 times itself, or whatever the side is. The side times its side itself will always be the area of a square. We can apply this backwards then. If the area is 100, then what is each side? We know they have to be equal. What times itself will be 100, right? What times itself, what's the square root of 100? 10 times itself is 100. So, one side is 10 inches long. Perimeter then, we can apply, if it's 10 on one side, we can apply that now to perimeter, which means distance around. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, or side times 4 to find the perimeter of a square. Lesson practice. Okay, find the number of square units needed to cover the area of these rectangles. Square units are there in A and B to help you visualize what the beginnings of filling this all would look like. So area of A and B, Let's do area of C and D. And then let's do E and F.